at 2011 Conference USA Media Day. I'm Dan Harrelson alongside Nick Taylor. And we have the pleasure of speaking with the new broadcasting crew member with CBS College with Conference USA this upcoming season. His name, Rich Rodriguez. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm on the other side of the camera, but it's been fun.
On a joking note, a lot less pressure, I would presume.
Oh, yeah. I mean, doing the games on the weekend, I don't care who wins. I mean, I just want it to be entertaining and fun. And, you know, you don't have the same grind as a coach. There's a lot of travel, but I still have a coach itch in me, but this will be a good time for me to sit back and watch.
It's kind of like an Urban Meyer feel to it, like kind of glad to get away for just a minute, kind of see the broadcast.
Well, you know, I don't want to say I'm glad to get away. I was kind of forced to, but
yeah.
Well, it's one of those deals that, you know, it's made me even hungrier to coach.
Right.
You know, and I think I've got to take this time to learn as much as I can, try to come back better than I've ever been, and take this opportunity to maybe catch your breath and say, okay, this is what I can do better in the next one.
You speak of learning and getting better, and obviously Coach Leach is kind of, you know, in several positions out of coaching right now. Both of you guys tremendously successful. Are there things that you learned from watching other coaches and watching games that you didn't learn when you were on the sidelines, and how would you implement that moving forward if you were to have your own program, say, next year? You know, there's some things that you would adapt to and use.
I think you're exactly right. I think, you know, when you're coaching in a program, you still try to learn as much as you can in the off season, but it's hard to really copy and learn different things during the season, even though you can pick up a few pieces. I think what you can do now is get a perspective on a total program. You know, me traveling to different campuses, whether I'm doing their games or visiting them in the off season, I can ask questions, and the coaches will open up to me, and I'll be able to visit some of my friends throughout the country and really come up with some new ideas that can help me no matter where I go next.
Well, you obviously have been around this conference with your Tulane days, the OC, 1998, made the undefeated run with Sean King and company under Coach Bowden. Talk about those days, and does that kind of give you any preparation work for going from school to school when you're doing these broadcast games?
I think it helps me to get a perspective of Conference USA, even though the league is stronger now than it's ever been, and there's been some new teams added over the years, but there's some great coaches in this league and some outstanding players, some great skilled players, some guys that can rush the passer, and so it's brought some memories. Our timing in Tulane was perfect. I mean, we had some great players there. They were hungry, and we had some great memories, but the league has really grown and evolved. You know, the coverage that it's getting nationally, TV-wise, radio-wise, is really grown, and I think it's going to continue to grow.
Well, Coach, I mean, you've been at several places and obviously successful at every place. One of those places is obviously Clemson and obviously West Virginia. If you were to get back into coaching, would being familiar, not saying that you would necessarily go back to Clemson, but a familiarity to a place you've been before that you had great times at, is that a factor in possibly saying maybe one day if that door opens, you know, you might walk back in?
Sure. I think, you know, having known coaching the southeastern part of the country and coaching this region, it's a region that I'm very fond of. My family's fond of. We love living in the South. We love working in the southeast part of the country, and love, you know, working with the athletes and the coaches around here. You know, you never say never to any situation. I'm hoping that the right opportunity comes up, that there's somebody that wants you. They got to want me as well, and what will we bring to the program. But, you know, we'll have to see what happens. I think there's a lot of good football coaches out there who's going to win a lot of games, but hopefully there'll be an opportunity for me in the very near future. And if it's in the right area, that's the right fit, you know, both geographically and program-wise, we'll try to take a good look at it.
Well, I'm one of those that thought your offense was going to work at Michigan, of course. They just need to give you extra time, which obviously they did not allow you. But I think it would have worked there. And you brought up you love the Southeast, and, of course, do you think it could have worked, your offense, maybe at an Alabama or wherever in the SEC? Because I do think it could work.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of talk about that. And even last year, offensively, wasn't our problem. Michigan, we scored, had more yards and scored a lot more points than they had in the past. But at the same time, we got to get better defensively. And we knew we were going to have some struggles with the young guys we were playing. But I think it's more about bringing a program. I think whatever system you have, it's got to be a system that has answers, that you have a total program that you can recruit to, develop to. And you saw in the national championship two very similar spread type of fast tempo systems play for the national championship. I think it was more important is that you have a program that develops players, that recruits the right people, and that knows how to win games. And if you surround yourself with the right people on your staff and in your program, you can do that.
Heck, you were one game away from playing for a national championship, what, in 2007?
Yeah, that's a tough memory there because
it's a tough memory, but it's still a testament to you to getting things rolling.
But it took a couple years there, and then we had things going, and we had a nice system, a nice program, and some great players, and it was a lot of good memories. And I think even then the game has evolved so much. What's going on in college football now compared to 10 years ago is completely different, but it's going to keep evolving. As a coach, you got to stay on top of that.
You mentioned the spread, obviously, you just touched on Auburn and Oregon. Does it take a certain type of athlete, not only physically, but even mentally, to run that type of offense that you want to implement? Because it seems like, to me, it's very complicated. It doesn't seem like it's an easy offense to run. You got to have a bright kid back there, too.
Well, but it's probably simpler than you think. But it does take a special guy. It's a quarterback-driven system, and that guy, everything offensively starts with that guy. If you can surround him with great players, he's going to look better. But there's no question if that guy can run and throw and make great decisions and know what to do and distribute the football. It's like having a great point guard in basketball that can shoot the three. If you got a guy back there that can make all the right decisions and do all the right things athletically, you got a chance. And nowadays you can find them because they're everywhere throughout the country.
Well, we just spoke with June Jones, of course, head coach at SMU, all those Hawaii years he had under his belt. I asked him if he went to quarterback camps. He said no. He just looks at a few videos here and there. What was your relation with the quarterback? Did you go to camps, or did you look at just agile quarterbacks on digital tapes, or how does that pan out?
I think a first evaluation usually came from film. And then if you could get them on campus, either your camp or see them in person during practice, then it kind of closed the deal. For us, it always started with their film evaluation, and then if we could try to make a personal evaluation as well, to see his mannerisms, to see how he works and all that, then we would follow up with that.
Now that you're not coaching, I guess this is probably an easier question. Recruiting services. We're starting to hear some of this stuff, and not talking about you personally or any of your coaching experiences per se, but are they becoming a problem in your mind? I mean, there's a lot of stories where these recruiting services are apparently demanding a lot of money for what they're offering, and are you concerned at all about the direction that the game is heading in that regard?
It's only a problem if you coaches let it be a problem. I think if you pay for the services that you actually get, whether it's tapes and information, all that, it's fine. When you're paying for services that you're not getting, then that's where the questions come up. But I think coaches we're all looking for players. We're all looking for video. We're all looking for ways to evaluate guys. And so a lot of recruiting services helped us. Are some guys, I'm talking about some recruiting services trying to overextend their bounds, maybe. But I don't think it's as bad as the perceptions out there. I think it's still okay. I think coaches have a pretty good idea of how to use those recruiting services, and I think it'll be all right.
Well, Coach, I guess one last thing, because we know you're busy and need to get going. How much longer do you think you'll do the broadcasting thing? Are you going to keep your ears open for other jobs? And if you do keep your ears open for other jobs, is it going to be nationwide, Pac-12, Conference USA, Big East?
Yeah, I don't know how long this thing. I've enjoyed it so far, and the people I've worked with have been terrific. But I also know if something comes up in December or January this year, or wherever it is in the country, and it's the right fit both for the school and for me, I'm certainly going to take a look at it. I like living in the South or being somewhere warm, but I don't have to. I've coached in a lot of different places, and I'm going to be very open-minded, and I hope the schools are as well.
Well, we hope the best for you.
Thank you.
Coach, we certainly do. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.